Hello everyone, and welcome to another dive blog dedicated to Wrestling is Real Redux. I'm going to address immediately what you're seeing in the screen right now, in the main menu section of the game. There is no more the Wrestling is Real Redux logo that I've showed you before, but there is this, a new title, Skull Fracture 2 World Tour. So why is that? Is Wrestling is Real Redux dead? Well, let me explain here for a second. As I kept finishing the last details of 30 Days to Be the Best, before I published it on Steam, I came to the realization that I really didn't need to use the Wrestling is Real project file as base for the remaster. What I really needed from it was just the dialogue of the story and a few other things that I forgot how I made them, and I couldn't implement them properly in 30 days until I had the original scripts. But at the end of the day, that was it. I realized that it was easier to pretty much create another copy of the 30 Days to Be the Best project file and import all the changes that I made to the Wrestling is Real project file and keep working from there. So that's what I did. And I can safely say that this was the best thing to do, because the game plays a lot better and I have to re-implement a lot less stuff that I innovated from Wrestling is Real to 30 Days to Be the Best. But let's run down all the changes that I've made so far. First thing you will notice, I have this, not the first thing, you may notice like something else, like the Discord part or whatever. But yeah, anyway, I have this storytime section down here, and this is where I am going to put the Wrestling is Real storyline from the original game. But right now it's going to be a secondary aspect of the game, because I intend on focusing on the multiplayer aspects of it. But yes, let's go. I have created this new interface. Right now there is no sprites or anything, but it's what it's gonna look like essentially in the finished product, except with drawings in here. I've created 21 characters, if I'm not mistaken right now, plus the obligatory random button, and most of them are from Wrestling is Real. Then I have some that are original, then I have some that I've taken from Skull Fracture, and then I have this one that is called Vacant, which is essentially a character that is randomized, pretty much his statistics are randomized. And speaking about statistics, if you remember, if you played 30 Days to Be the Best, there used to be 11 different statistics, variable, whatever you want to call them, that you can edit for your character according to the class that you pick. And I have increased that number from 11 to 25. So I'm proud to say that each of these characters will now feel a lot more different from one another. Of course, you have the select player choose screen, then you can select the arena. Right now these are all just arenas from Skull Fracture and 30 Days to Be the Best, but I hope to implement properly the ones from Wrestling is Real, to properly texture them, to increase the details in the polygons and all of that. But yes, as of now it's just these 9, 10, I don't remember. 10 down here we have like the settings for the ring. You can have the normal ring ropes, electrified ring ropes, no ring ropes, the glass, and I don't remember which one this is, but yes, the time, the amount of rounds, which is the same as the one I showed in my last video, same for this one. You know, you have the objects, even those are the ones that I've showed in my last video, so let's go. The loading screen right now is a bit broken because I removed a lot of sprites and stuff that I didn't need. But yes, as you can see, I changed the ring render so that it's a bit now it looks like kind of like those rings where you have the sponsors at the bottom, so that it looks a bit more like an actual fighting promotion. Then of course we have the I've replaced the health bonuses from 30 days with the ones that I have created for Wrestling is Real. I have changed the indicator that those things that are on the top of the head of the characters, so that you can recognize which one is which, player 1, player 2, and all of that. And again, like from a gameplay standpoint, these changes are very subtle, so I'd have to like show you the actual script to see what is changed rather than just this plain gameplay video. But yeah, of course the local multiplayer component, as you can see, is finished. Right now what I'm doing is I am using this control scheme where you have one character that is controlled by the controller, like the gamepad, and one that is controlled by the keyboard. And I'll be sincere, I'm not sure how PC games handle local multiplayer. I mean, of course I know they handle the online part, but if I'll find a more practical system that allows us to like switch characters, where I can use, for example, the gamepad to control player 1 and vice versa, then I'll see to it. But as of now, this is what I'm doing. The game is in the current state, at least in the local multiplayer, relatively bug-free, but there is a few things that I have yet to implement. Like for example, when you get hit by this bonus malus, you know, for your attack, for your speed, they are permanent, but my idea is that they go back to normal once a round is over, of course, and I haven't implemented that yet. Then I have this small thing where if I choose that there is no time limit for a round and that it ends only when like a player's health reaches 0, for whatever reason, after a round is over, it will start counting from 10 minutes, which is I have a vague idea why it does that, but in theory it shouldn't, and yes, it's a bit annoying. Other than that, there is also a few problems with the game's physics, where okay, I can show it to you right now because there is no ring drops, but essentially when you touch the ring drops inappropriately, which means, well, I'm not sure what it means specifically, but if you do that under certain conditions, you won't be able to jump anymore. And it's a bit annoying, but nothing that I can't really solve right now. Of course, that should be okay. Yes, there is also the fact that you can pause while you are in the game over screen of the game, but that's again like very minor stuff. Other than that, I should be ready to start working on the campaign, the story mode of the game, and the actual multiplayer online stuff. Then I will also have to work on the art, and I don't know if I will do that myself or